Oh, you got my heart beat running away. Like a drum and it's coming your way. Can't you hear that boom, 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 boom?
Hello, I'm Atika, and in this video I will complete my assignment for midterm, and the theme is giving an opinion about the comparison between American studies and other countries. So, education is the most important aspect in life to improve reliable human resource. Meanwhile, the design of a good education system determines the quality of education itself. The education system that applies in each country is usually influenced by cultural differences that exist from these countries, as is the case in Indonesia. For example, various reports state that the quality of education in Indonesia is still low. On the other hand, various organizations have also found that one of the countries with the best education system is the United States. So guys, in this theme, I will take some differences between the education system in Indonesia and America. As reported by the Kumparan.com article, there are many differences that explain the education system between Indonesia and America. The first is that education in America teach more about practices in the field but has little understanding of theory. Reflecting on that, the education system in Indonesia understands more theory than practice in the field. Students in America is encouraged to dare to experiment with new things, which is different from Indonesia, which use more material in its lesson. In Indonesia, learning material from elementary school to college level is categorized as very much. Sometimes the material delivered exceeds the limits of students' abilities. The number of hours of lessons followed makes a student unable to properly teach the subject matter presented or all the information provided because the brain is already hot and it is difficult to remember it in detail. Since the education curriculum in Indonesia has always relied on theory. Therefore, when students are faced with problems that exist outside directly, they tend to be unresponsive and what they learn in theory does not help much. Okay, next, the second is teacher discipline. In America, the teacher must arrive earlier than the students. There are no empty hours because every day a substitute teacher is prepared who is unable to attend. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, lessons or free hours are fun for students. The same goes for life in campus. Like the Elisa Saputra Singapore National Academy 2019 emphasized that students are responsible for entering class and doing assignment, while lecturers are responsible for teaching and assisting. I often hear stories from friends in Indonesia about waiting for lecturers for hours. This is rare in America. If I come to the lecturer's office according to the previously agreed appointment, if there is not, then the lecturers apologize for not respecting our time and vice versa. Students can protest to the dean about the lecturer what they feel is unfair. Okay, the next differences is in report cards. Students in America don't see intelligence from report cards. If they have a report card that is lacking or looks very bad, they will not blame it because they think that intelligence can only be seen from the process and the way they explore something. Different from Indonesia, where all student intelligence can only be seen through report cards, not through the process, and so many children in Indonesia feel very stressed and depressed if they get below average grades. So, in my opinion, some countries do have different learning systems. As I have shown, Indonesia and America have their own characteristics in their learning system. Americans tend to prefer practice, but Indonesians prefer to learn theory. They have their own weaknesses and strengths. If it is for the good, then it is very okay to do, as long as it does not have a negative impact on either part. So maybe just that's it from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.